This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Mood Prep. My name is Dave Nixon. Today I want to go through and pull apart judgment a little bit, and how often we stop ourselves from doing things that are somewhat important to us, pursuing a goal or getting fit. I mean, anything really, starting a business, whatever it may be. How often we actually stop ourselves from doing something that we genuinely want to do based upon the judgment of somebody else. And I want to talk about how often this happens before anything actually happens. And what I mean by that is this person may go, oh, I want to do this, and then there's a conversation, an internal dialogue that you have that runs through what somebody might say about you doing said thing. Well, if you do that, then, this, that, and that. I don't approve of that. I don't think you should, yada, yada. Usually probably a parent, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's a peer. Maybe it's a spouse. Maybe it could be, you might think it's you. It might sound like you in your head, but you didn't come out of the womb like that. So it's actually just somebody else's voice that's been said so often in your mind that you think it's yours, right? This is the whole idea of being kind to yourself. So you wanted to do something, and then you've decided against it based upon what somebody might say. And then you get a little bit of resentment about that, right? And so, anyway, you park it and you put it, bury it under the unconscious or subconscious, and off you go with your life doing shit that you probably don't really want to do all the time. But you think you should because then, it keeps other people happy and it's just easy to keep the peace, right? Fuck that. Fuck that. Nothing has happened. All you have done is think about the potentiality of someone being upset with you. This is one of the biggest things, like we constantly find ourselves stepping on like eggshells and don't want to tread on toes of people that will potentially not give a shit about what they choose to do in order to live their life. And it's not even about that. It's just recognizing that. What it's recognizing is that you thinking about other people's judgment and then deciding not to do something and then building resentment against that person, like nothing in reality is actually occurring here. You're responding to a thought that you've created. The person may think that, or they may not. Either way, what's more important than both of those things is that you actually go and do the thing you want to do. If you use their potential judgment as a reason not to, you're finding excuses. Now, if you do the thing and you're like, I told you the person was going to judge me, guess fucking what? People judge you no matter what you do. No matter what you do, people are going to judge. Some people will just say something regardless. They just don't like you because they don't like themselves. Like, think about how many people out there are in this search of, like, approval by people that don't even fucking like themselves. Scrolling through social media, going, where's my like? These people don't even like themselves in real life, let alone on social media, trying to, like... And these are the people that we may find ourselves wasting our time thinking about. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't be, compassionate or empathetic or care about this individual at all. I'm saying we should be very aware when we let our thoughts create an idea that these people will think of us poorly if we pursue the thing that's important to us, that's going to benefit more people. Because if we're doing something now that we dislike to try and keep someone happy, we're only benefiting the idea that we have of that person. Because if you're doing shit you don't like to keep someone happy, then that person's an asshole if they want you to keep doing that. Like, oh no, but they don't like that, you don't understand. Yep, maybe I don't understand. And maybe you're looking and talking in the mirror at the same time. Maybe it's you that don't understand. That doesn't. Good English, Dave. What I'm getting at here is that we just have to have some sort of, like, backbone to this conversation with ourselves are how often we decide to play small just in the hope we don't hurt someone's feelings or that we will lose their love or some shit. I get it. It's important to be in a part of something, be a part of a family, to belong. It's crucial. I get it. I 100% understand that. But it's not more important than learning to love yourself and listen to the thing that's more important to you. And if you're shaking hands with the devil and giving away what is known as the best years of your life, and yes, these are the good old days, right fucking now, right today. I don't care if you're in your 50s. In 30 years' time, you're going to be talking about these days as the good old days. So think about how you want to spend the good old days, because how you're living your life right now is how you spend the good old days. And you got to look at that and you'll be like, oh, the good old days, yeah. No, just silently have arguments with people and then decide to give in to their idea. Never speak to them, though. Like, that's what's actually fucking occurring. Find out. Lean into your potential. Sounds like a corny little line, doesn't it? Lean into your potential. Oh, 2 people listen to that. One person goes, what a corny line, and never thinks about it again. The other person says, fuck it, and they go do the thing they want to do. And guess which one gets further? Guess which one stops judging other people? You notice that the people that judge people, the ones that are holding themselves back, the people that are having a crack don't judge. They don't give a shit. They look at that and go, good, yeah, I can see what you're doing, good effort. They're having a crack, good work. I remember before I started doing video, and I would just judge. Hey, this is like, it was not the conscious voice, it was like a deeper voice. I could just hear it judging. It's like, what's this idiot doing? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't notice it at the time. It was only later on that I recognized that there was this, like, it was almost like playing the radio in the background. Hey, like it was, and I was like, fuck. And then one thing happened, like, after I started doing video after video after video after video, one thing happened. I remember scrolling through and I saw this video and I was like, oh, this person's having a crack. Like, they're honestly having a good go. And I remember thinking that was the first thought that popped up, and I'm like, oh, good, I'm not too much of an arsehole then. That's pretty good then. And it sort of gave me this, like, understanding that was a shift. It's only a small shift, but a small shift in the right direction. When you shift momentum the other way, that's a big fucking shift. Monumental, right? It's the difference between minus 5 cents and 5 cents. One, you're in debt. The other one, you're wealthy. Give or take. 5 cents is wealthy. You get my point. So have a look at it. How often do you hold yourself back from shit that's not even happening? How much are you stepping on somebody's precious little eggshells just so you don't upset their emotions, which aren't in your control, by the way, and live small just to please or appease the idea of someone? And then, I'm going to drop it on you. Ask yourself if you would teach your daughter and your son the same thing. Team, I'm out. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, you got something out of this podcast. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you would pass it on to someone else that you think would also benefit from this podcast. If you haven't already, jump on Mood Prep online on Facebook. I've been a little bit busy this month. I'll jump on. I've got a video coming up in the next couple of days, which I'd love to share some stuff with you, what's happening. I was going to do a Q&A. It didn't happen. I'm about to go to Sydney for a week. So if you're in Sydney and I've got some time, I'd love to catch you for a coffee. I'm going to be in Sydney for a week's course over the next, what's today? Today's Friday through to Friday. So jump in there. If you're a PT, a trainer, a coach, then you should check out the Coaches Circle. I say that because I see the people in there getting some real results in their own developmental work and how that expresses onto their clients, and it makes me so excited. So if you're one of those people that's interested, just get in contact with me, davenixon.com.au. Let's have a chat. Otherwise, team, here's the sign off. As always, thank you very much for tuning in. Until tomorrow, peace and pizza. Kick today in the dick and slay the dragon. I'll see you soon.
To be everything at once, be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.